Narrator, excited tone. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving deep into one of the most dramatic corporate transformations of our time, Twitter's downfall since Elon Musk took over. Buckle up because we're about to unravel a tale of high-stakes deals, massive upheavals, and endless controversy. Elon Musk bought Twitter. He did it on a whim, or so it seemed. The world watched in awe and confusion as the tech mogul made his move. He paid $44 billion for a platform he seemed to barely understand. It was a staggering amount, even for someone of his wealth. What followed was a masterclass in how not to run a company. Employees were left in a state of uncertainty, and the corporate culture took a nosedive. This is the story of how a social media giant was brought to its knees. Once a thriving hub of digital interaction, Twitter's future now seemed bleak, by a man who apparently thought he could run it with one hand tied behind his back. His overconfidence was palpable, and it showed in every decision he made. Musk's takeover was more hostile takeover than friendly acquisition. The boardroom battles were fierce, and the tension was evident. He barged in, guns blazing. His aggressive approach left no room for compromise or collaboration. He promised to save free speech. It was a bold claim that resonated with many, but the reality was far more complex. But his actions spoke louder than words. The decisions he made seemed to contradict his promises, leaving employees and users alike in a state of confusion. And those actions painted a picture of chaos, confusion, and a complete disregard for the platform he now owned. The once orderly environment descended into disarray. This wasn't just a business deal gone wrong. It was a catastrophic failure that had far-reaching implications. It was a car crash in slow motion. Every misstep was magnified, and the consequences were dire. And the whole world had a front-row seat. The spectacle was both fascinating and horrifying, as everyone watched the drama unfold in real time. Social media users were quick to react, sharing their thoughts and opinions on the unfolding crisis. The digital landscape was abuzz with speculation and commentary. Analysts and experts weighed in, debating the strategies and decisions that led to this point. The consensus was clear. This was a cautionary tale for the ages. In contrast to the success stories of other tech giants, Twitter's downfall under Musk's leadership was a stark reminder of the fragility of even the most powerful companies. As employees left in droves, the once bustling office spaces became eerily quiet. The exodus was a testament to the turmoil within. News outlets covered the story extensively, with headlines capturing the dramatic twists and turns. The world was captivated by the unfolding saga. And at the center of it all was Musk, a man known for his bold moves and unorthodox methods. But this time, his gamble seemed to have backfired spectacularly. The future of Twitter remains uncertain, but one thing is clear. The story of its tumultuous journey under Musk's reign will be remembered for years to come. Let's be honest, Twitter wasn't exactly a well-oiled machine before Musk. It had problems. Big problems. Growth was stagnant. Profits were elusive. And engagement was about as lively as a graveyard at midnight. The platform was struggling to attract new users. It was even harder to keep the ones they had. Twitter was becoming a toxic echo chamber. Trolls and bots ran rampant, and misinformation spread like wildfire. Twitter's leadership knew there were issues, but they seemed powerless to fix them. The platform was adrift, like a ship without a captain. Enter Elon Musk, stage left, with a swagger and a smirk. Musk's initial offer to buy Twitter sent shockwaves through the tech world. The audacity of the bid left many in disbelief. $44 billion? For a company that couldn't turn a profit? The sheer magnitude of the offer was staggering. It seemed like madness. And maybe it was. The tech industry was abuzz with speculation and skepticism. The Twitter board initially resisted Musk's advances. They convened emergency meetings, weighing their options. They knew his reputation. They were wary of his volatile nature. The stakes were incredibly high, but Musk was relentless. He threatened a hostile takeover, a move that sent shivers down the spines of Twitter's leadership. And the board, fearing the worst, eventually caved. They had no choice but to consider his offer seriously. The legal battle was just the beginning. Lawyers on both sides prepared for a grueling fight. Public criticism of the deal was fierce. Experts questioned Musk's motives, debating the potential impacts on free speech and corporate governance. Was he really a free speech absolutist? Or was there a hidden agenda behind this audacious move? Or was this just another billionaire's plaything? The media speculated endlessly, adding fuel to the fire. The drama played out in the media. Every development was scrutinized, every decision dissected, every tweet, every court filing became a headline. The public was glued to their screens, eager for the next twist in the saga. The world watched, captivated by the spectacle. It was a corporate drama like no other, a high-stakes game that would have lasting repercussions. As soon as the ink was dry, Musk set about fixing Twitter. His first order of business? Mass layoffs. Thousands of employees were shown the door. Many received the news via email. Talk about a warm and fuzzy welcome. Musk claimed these cuts were necessary to streamline the company. But critics saw it as a ruthless purge, a way to silence dissenting voices and reshape Twitter in his own image. New policies were rolled out with dizzying speed. Verification was upended. Content moderation was relaxed. The platform became a free-for-all, and the trolls, bots, and misinformation peddlers, they rejoiced. Exodus and outrage. Advertisers, Twitter's lifeblood, were not amused. They fled the platform in droves. Who wants their brand associated with hate speech and misinformation? Not exactly a winning marketing strategy. Users, too, started jumping ship. They were tired of the chaos. They were fed up with the toxicity. Twitter, once a vibrant hub of conversation and connection, was becoming a ghost town. The financial fallout was swift and brutal. Revenue plummeted, losses mounted. Twitter, once a tech darling, was now a cautionary tale. Escalating drama. If Musk was concerned about the backlash, he didn't show it. He seemed to relish the controversy. He picked fights with journalists and politicians. He reinstated banned accounts, including that of former President Donald Trump. Then came the Twitter files, a series of internal documents released by Musk himself that purported to expose Twitter's alleged bias against conservatives. The move was praised by some, condemned by others, but one thing was clear. Musk was playing a dangerous game. He had turned Twitter into a political football, a weapon to be wielded against his enemies. And the platform, already reeling, was caught in the crossfire. What's next for Twitter? The future of Twitter is uncertain. With the recent changes and upheavals, many are left wondering what lies ahead for this once dominant social media platform. Can it recover from the Musk-induced chaos? The acquisition by Elon Musk has brought about a whirlwind of changes, leaving both employees and users in a state of confusion and concern. Or is it destined to become a footnote in social media history? Only time will tell. The platform that once revolutionized real-time communication now faces an existential crisis. Musk, for his part, remains undeterred. Despite the backlash and the challenges, he continues to push forward with his vision for Twitter. He continues to tinker with the platform, adding new features and making grand pronouncements. From introducing new monetization strategies to enhancing user experience, Musk is relentless in his pursuit of innovation. He envisions Twitter as a digital town square, a place where ideas can be exchanged freely, and where every voice, no matter how controversial, can be heard. A place where everyone can have their say, no matter how offensive or outlandish. This vision, however, is not without its critics. But can a platform built on outrage and division truly be a force for good? That's the billion-dollar question. The very nature of Twitter's open forum has led to increased polarization and conflict, and one that Musk, for all his bluster, doesn't seem to have an answer to. As the world watches, the fate of Twitter hangs in the balance, with its future more uncertain than ever before. The final tweet? The story of Elon Musk's Twitter takeover is a cautionary tale, a reminder that even the most brilliant minds can make colossal mistakes, and that sometimes the best intentions can lead to disastrous consequences. Twitter, once a beacon of hope and connection, has become a symbol of our fractured online reality, a place where truth is elusive and outrage is the currency of the day. Whether Twitter will survive, let alone thrive, remains to be seen. But one thing's for sure, this saga is far from over.